Hey, Danny Preston here, joining you from beautiful Lake Lanier. I was thinking today, I had someone ask me for an Agile assessment. They were like, hey, do you have an Agile assessment? I'd like to assess all these teams. Is there something that you got that we could borrow? And I've got plenty of those laying at arm's reach, but it hit me, something an old manager told me. What you measure becomes the goal. So Agile assessments are meant to measure, our adherence to methodology, which is not necessarily the goal. So I encourage them instead, look at flow metrics and how the teams are delivering value. Instead of trying to hit some kind of a bar, let's actually see what the systemic issues are and their ability to deliver. And that's going to give you insights into how agile they are. So lots of times teams might push back and say, hey, look, you want to measure the amount of code that I can deliver to production and produce value that way. It's not fair because I have dependencies on other teams or other parts of the org. We don't propagate code to production from our team. And I'd say that is an interesting insight because that is really an indication of how agile you are and how mature your processes are in that regard. So I'd encourage you, take a look at that. And if there are things where people are pushing back, that's a place to go and actually look and say, hey, let's actually do some coaching around that. Let's look at systemic improvements we can make on that end. Of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you disagree, if there's things in the assessment that you like that would be missing in that regard, I'd love to hear about it. Please comment below. Thanks so much for your time, and hopefully you have a great afternoon.